Yeah, this your boy DJ Jagar.
And your girl Diamond T.
Hey, we got a very, very special guest in the building today. I've known this young lady, since she was in her teens.
Ow. We have Miss Sapphire Bleu, also known as Royale.
Hey.
What it do, boo?
How you doing?
Awesome sauce. Like, you are straight fire. Multi-dimensional. Yo, this is the vibe is like out of this world. Like, when I say I feel like my soul is nourished talking to her, like, it's like, thank you for giving me the meal that I have been missing for quite some time. That breath of fresh air, like, mwah, beautiful inside and out, y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's let the people know who you are, where you started, like, what inspired you. I like to get that stuff out the way so people understand, like, the artist, like, what pushes you to do what you do.
First, I'm Sapphire Bleu. Like you said, Royal is my name that all my family and friends know me for from back in the day. When I used to rap and just trying to live in that excellence, of being instilled from my grandmother, of purpose and value. So as I just went through life and kind of just transformed and morphed into different things of life experiences, I just kind of found my own voice and was more vulnerable and okay with certain flaws or things that people would look at as a weakness. And I looked at it as like, okay, no, it's not a weakness. It's a strength because someone else needs it.
Facts.
Someone else needs to know you've been through it, or someone else needs to know you truly understand. It's not a cliche.
Right.
You can identify. So Sapphire Bleu came as like just that still another level of excellence, another level of royalty. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Precious gems,
That whole part.
Yeah.
I dig it.
So a lot of influence is definitely family, old school elders, sitting and listening to the wisdom being spoken, even though it felt strict and like somewhat not interesting, but I just was very interested in what they had to share about perspective on life and preparing yourself and protecting yourself and your faith and things like that. So big faith-based background. And then, old school soul music and bands. My mom and everybody listened to Shaka Khan and like your Marvin Gaye's. And, I had like Aretha Franklin and Anita Baker's. I was just around like all of that.
The greats.
Yeah. So
the greats.
I love that soul. So from after rapping and stuff back in the days and just kind of giving music a break and supporting others, I would do hooks on other songs or, help other people kind of move about from the things I experienced in the music industry.
Gotcha.
I just fell in love with just kind of singing that soul music. It just was soothing at the level of life I was in. It was just a different energy, a different release.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's truly a vibe. Yeah. Like, I tell anybody, like, that soul music, like, it has healing in it. Mm-hmm. It has inspiration in it. It has uplifting in it. It has a guidance factor in it to the point where it's like you look at your current situation, no matter what that may be. But a lot of people don't realize, like, the artist, that music thing, not only does it keep demons at bay, it's a form of therapy for the masses. Mm-hmm. It moves. It gives off frequency. Yeah. People don't really understand that music is powerful. And when you actually have something to say and you mix a melody with it and your heart is in it and everything that you went through is projected through your voice as you sing words or spit rhymes, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Like that, your entity has a voice. And when that fuses with music and it's on a rhythm, it helps people overcome a lot of challenges in life. It gives people direction. So to me, like when I say I love music, when you listen to greats, Sam Cooke is my great uncle.
Wow.
So it's like that music thing is in my genetic pool. Like I've been singing since the high in the church.
Yeah.
It's like that soul part, like,
Absolutely.
you know, them old hymns. It's like, okay, can we put some a snare drum or something to it? Like I want to feel this.
Yeah.
And I was blessed enough to study under Deborah Bolden, Garnett's Bolden's mother. And she had a powerful voice, and she helped us add soul.
Nice.
And some music. So when you said that soul part, I dig it. Like ain't nothing like it.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like it's universal. It's like that old comfort food. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Everybody, you get good with fast food for a minute. It's like a temporary fix. But then when you get that soul food that stick to you, and you just kind of sit there and just like rest in that, it just does something
healing.
Different. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The kind that hugs you back.
Yeah.
Right, that whole part. So, tell the people what you got going on now. Like, what type, like, you making soulful music, so you're singing now.
Yes.
And I've heard some of your music, and wow, is all I can say. It's like, this sister got a voice.
Thank you.
Like, you can feel it outside of the melody, the music. Like, your voice alone is beautiful. So what are you doing with that? Like, what do you have out right now that people can chime into, support you, listen to, vibe with? Like,
so I have a single out. It's called Distant Heart.
Okay.
It's on all platforms, musical streaming platforms like your Spotify, Apple Music, Google, Deezer, Tidal, all of it. You know, I got YouTube channels, Sapphire Bleu Music.
Okay.
It's spelled Sapphire, Sapphire Bleu Music.
Catchy.
had a little flavor to it. Yeah, so I'm doing that now. And like I said, it's my first song out on my own, you know, totally on my own, not background, not in another group, you know, like me stepping out.
Right.
You know, that's way different for me.
Like the faith of Jill Scott, because she did the same thing. Because remember, she was backup singer for Erykah Badu back in the day. And then when she stepped into her own, it was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. So I'm choosing to use that to just spread that message, that real heartfelt purity that's missing, I feel, in the music in general. Like, I'm trying to help through my music people feel things again instead of be numb and escape.
Right, that part.
Because that's the part that stays with you.
Right.
You know, when something really moves you to think.
Right.
When something really moves you to be okay with where you are and your, you know, maybe not so great moments, that you're going to be all right.
Right.
You know, other people really, they feel that. You know, you don't have to be perfect. You know?
That's true.
You don't have to have all the answers.
Right.
And it's okay to tell someone you love them, you know, tell a dude you love him, you miss him.
Right.
You know, everybody's not a dog. Every chick is not, you know,
right.
gold digger or whatever.
Or
you know?
thought.
Right.
That whole
right.
part. Can I say that
so,
on air? I'm just saying, it ain't a curse word. Just checking, making sure, you know, FCC.
So Distant Heart is that, you know, it's just like I travel a lot. So you're asking about, you know, what I'm doing. A lot of that platform that I've been given as far as speaking and expressing is through, you know, me training as a makeup artist trainer. You know, I do makeup, cosmetology. It's like, you know, multifaceted.
Yes. Gifted.
So it's like, you know, I do that and I help educate other, you know, women and men too on the ins and outs, pros and cons of the industry of beauty, of the industry of music. And I want to educate them through my experiences of things I wasn't prepared for or didn't have the direction at the time that I learned over my career and over my life into my, you know, adulthood.
Right.
That I didn't necessarily think was important or didn't know that I needed it to carry me further in my craft. And so I try to empower them with the knowledge to really study your craft, whatever that is. If you're a makeup artist, you're a designer, or you're a musician, really study your craft, reference points, you know, like referential information and eras, like where this stuff was born. Like Beyonce, and they're great, but they didn't start a certain style of music, you know.
Facts.
And she would even say, and others would also say how they were influenced and inspired. But I think it stops there, that they hear that message, that they don't actually go and research what that person or that artist was talking about, who they were referencing. They just like, oh, that's nice, you know. So with that, I just want to continue to empower people with knowledge of what you're really doing to really own that title that you give yourself.
That's important.
We share titles so easily without really, it's not warranted. It's not earned, really.
Right.
You know.
And a lot of people get caught up with cursing their own lives and themselves by not having knowledge. Because you go down that road of perishing when you lack knowledge.
Right.
So what you said is like that's huge. That's key. You have to like have the education. You have to know where it derived from. Because I mean, at the end of the day, you supporting this, you hype about this, and it may actually mean or stand for something that's totally against your being.
Absolutely.
Because you're ignorant to the fact.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is like that's true. Like y'all better pay attention. Like I've been warning people for quite some time now. Pay attention. These are one of those moments. Public service announcement.
Yeah.
You need to listen.
Yeah. So you know, through my music and through the song, I'm starting, you know, that I have out and that I'm going to continue to do other songs. You know, I want to bring that awareness. I want the people to start feeling things again. I want them to get in touch with their frailties. I want them to get in touch with their flaws and embrace it and refine it and become the best you can be.
Yeah.
You know, and understand there's no competition out here because you were created uniquely and you're the only one in the world that, you know, is like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I feel like even with the music on a different audience, even though I train, you know, makeup artistry and things like that, I feel it's still the same thing needed.
Right.
You know.
That's true.
The identity, understanding where things originated.
Right.
You know,
right.
So you can really speak intelligently and clearly and firmly about what you say you are and what you do. You know.
Facts. So, with that being said, oh man, that's amazing. I want to know like what's next. Like, are you performing on any stages? Are you going to be like part of any festivals? People can come out and check you out. Like.
Not quite yet. You know how it is. You know, you out here trying to do your own thing. You know,
Yeah.
It's just what it is. I'm real transparent. Like I started this thing with a friend of mine, David Lyve. He's from Richmond, actually. David Lyve, Lyve. He's another musician I used to work with and sing with on praise team in church and stuff. And we kind of vibed out when I was away at work in Philly and came up with this song. You know, he had a track because he had finally got a studio in his home and stuff. So we was excited to show me. And I'm after work raspy like I am now because I got a lot of allergies and I'm always raspy. And I'm like, dude, I can't do no song tonight. Like, I'm too hoarse. And he's like, nah, do it. Write it. So wrote it, and I just sat on it since like last October. And my sisters and everybody's like, why didn't you put it out yet? It's like a fun thing. I'm not an artist. And they're like, what do you mean you're not an artist? I was like, well, I'm not. That's not a focus.
Yeah, I'm looking at you like now. Like, what do you mean you're not an artist?
You are an artist. And I'm going to tell y'all, hold on, give me the mic. Give me the mic. I'm going to let y'all know, all y'all MCs know that she is nice with the pen. She is nice with the pen. And, you know, because like I said, this is my sister. We go way back. Whenever I call her, she's always there. I love her to death. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
You know, to life.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
real.
so it's all real. But like I said, sister got bars. Like, I still listen to, what is it, Situation Serious by Serious Trip. Look, the line went, out of the midst of the dark, a spark is lit.
Woo!
Which is the
Where'd that
symbol
come
of my
from?
uplifting.
Yeah, go ahead, keep going.
For those who had doubted remarks to offend me,
Yeah.
this is a touch of what's in me. Always the one with ideas and creativity, but no one wanted to give up any credit. See, that's all right on my own too. I'm doing just fine. Your outspoken saps are still behind.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Like,
She was young when she wrote that.
yo, like, God's anointing. That's all I can say. It's like, yeah, this, look, support. Let me go over the social media sites, the way you can link up with this sister. Like, she's very powerful. Like, in person, I mean, by the grace, hopefully paths can cross, like, because your energy is like that. But YouTube channel, subscribe. Sapphire Bleu. I'm going to spell it slowly. Sapphire Bleu. Bleu. Look her up. Instagram, Sapphire Bleu Music. Spelt the same way. All together.
Yes.
And then Twitter, Sapphire Space Blue. Spelt the same way. So y'all got to check her out. Follow her. Like, at the end of the day, like, follow something that's worth following. Follow something that can give you some jewels, some directional life where you feel like you don't have anyone. Like, you have artists. God has blessed this earth with specific beings to help you in certain situations that you may not can get from your roots, your bloodline or your tree, because there's so much discord that exists in our world today. So when you have beautiful people like this that are courageous enough to share their talent, their light, embrace it. Yeah. Follow, support. Like, it's time for that.
Queens, true queens.
Yeah.
Facts.
And that's what, I'm definitely working on putting more music out. Like I said, I'm not signed up for any festivals right now. I'm still getting the information out about who I am and the new single and things like that.
Gotcha.
But it's moving, and I'm thanking God for everything that's happening, because I'm just like, order whoever needs to be in my path, how I need to go about this.
Right.
I'm not in control. Like, at this point in my life, like, this is something totally new for me. And I'm just excited about it to share with everybody.
So we're going to get you on the stage because there's a huge concert that's going to be in Richmond, Virginia in August. I'm a PR manager for a signed artist.
Okay.
And she's going to be the headliner, and they're looking for local acts. They're looking for people with fire to have powerful messages to actually open up or be a part of this overall concert. And you guys, more information about that's going to come down the pipeline very soon. We will have tickets to give away to fans, listeners, those that follow. So it's like, this will be a huge event. We're in the process of solidifying the venue, getting the capacity level that we need as far as the crowd that we plan on drawing out. So, you're right.
Nice.
God is going to place those in your path that needs to be. Like, at the end of the day, I have your number. You got mine.
Yes.
We will stay connected for sure.
Absolutely.
So, we have your music to play?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, before we leave, make sure you guys follow and support. It's important. This sister has a powerful message, a beautiful voice. Not only is she a lyricist, she's a songstress too. Like, she is, double blessed. That whole part. I'm going to say it like this, double favored.
Amen.
That part. Because I understand the power in words. I understand the root in words.
Yes.
So, double favored. So, you guys need to check her out and support. Like, we put the social media information out there. And when there's going to be different concerts or different events, whether it's something major, something intimate, We're going to keep everybody abreast and updated so that way you can come out and support. Like, get a dose of the vibe you need to help push you forward. Like, this is inspiration, like in its purest form. So, yeah, y'all check her out.
And I just gonna say this little note right here.
Do it, boo.
Thank you, Lord, for all you've done for me.
Wow.
All right.
That's it.
Dope.